Hey everybody, and welcome back. I have no idea what episode this is because it's been a long time since I've played Dark Souls 2. It's actually been a long time since I've played anything. I've been working non-stop overtime, virtually non-stop. Haven't had any days off in a long time, working double shifts, extra details, and all that good stuff. The reason I wasn't in the same exact spot I was last time is because when I reloaded my game, the two enemies that had previously been ignoring me or not noticing me instantly noticed me and came charging at me as soon as I loaded the game. So, see, they're still moving. I had to run off, and in the process of running away from them, they ended up clipping me once. That's why I had my health down a little lower than the full health I had last time we met. The reason, however, that it seems like episodes have been updating or uploading regularly is simply because every one of those episodes that you saw up to number 12, I believe, had already been played, recorded, edited, and uploaded. I just set the different publishing dates on them. So I had prepared those like 2-3 weeks in advance, and that's why they kept uploading even though I haven't played in a long time. In fact, I think it's been over 2 weeks since I even turned on my gaming computer. Let's go ahead and get started here, see if I can parry this guy. Got him once, okay. Oh, I hate that parry so much. It just feels so wrong. It just doesn't... I mean, the timing just feels terrible on it. Oh, shoot. Notice that he had his shield back, but because of the way they do the calculation, it acted as if he had his shield up. That's a visual representation issue that I've complained about before. Alright, let's see if we can parry this guy. Oh, shoot. Delay. There we go. Basically, my schedule for quite a while involved wake up, shower, go to work, come home, go to bed, wake up, shower, go to work, and repeat. It's literally the truth. I mean, there was the only other thing in between was maybe I was watching an episode of X-Files as I fell asleep. I had to do almost all of my eating and everything else while at work. But I have a little time off now, so I'm back at it. Today's drink of choice, which is nice and hot, is a cinnamon hibiscus tea, which nearly burnt my mouth because I've had it for a while sitting at my desk, and I thought it would have been cool, but I guess not. Or at least only warm and rather not extremely hot. Oh, come on. Do you really need people shooting at me with arrows right now? The answer's no. The answer's no. Oh, shoot. That was a close one. Actually, you know, sometimes I forget that I can play at that game too. But see, I'm not going to be able to shoot my arrows at them while simultaneously trying to defend myself from this dude. Though I can draw him over here, and although it's a narrow area, I won't get shot. See, you know, placement of the archers right there, to me, feels really cheap because it's just not necessary. This guy alone is a good challenge, and then having these jerks over here shooting at you while you're trying to tackle that guy, not a fan. Let's see if I can get him right there. Headshot. Let's see. Yep. Can he get me? Nope. Awesome. I get freebie shots. And that's a headshot? Whew, that's not doing much damage. Of course, I don't have it upgraded very much. If at all, I need to check and see if it's upgraded at all. But like I said before, usually when it comes to bows in the Souls games, I use them for utility more than anything else. I think the only one I actually really got upgraded properly was the lava bow in Demon Souls, just because I love that thing. And I may do that again when I do my next Demon Souls playthrough. There we go. That's one. I'm not sure if we need to deal with these guys again, or if this will be our only encounter. Like, maybe we won't come across them again, so maybe this shooting them from a distance is useless. Actually, I need to use my better arrows for this. There we go. Oh, that's significantly more damage. It would have been nice if the length of time that you hold the attack button actually increased the damage up to a certain point. Just like with real arrows, you want to pull them back all the way rather than a short distance. Some games actually do that. And there's a third one right there. What a jerk. At least he's not attacking back. By the way, guys, this is an in-historic moment. Do we say a historic moment or in-historic moment? I guess it doesn't matter. That's a grammar thing. I am doing my first playthrough, my first real playing of any game other than when I tested it briefly before this, using the Xbox One controller's brand new wireless adapter. So that's right, guys, no micro USB cable attached to the computer. It's wireless the way it's meant to be. They finally released it, and I am playing with a wireless Xbox One controller. Oh, it feels so good to be wireless again. You know, what is in that door down there? Sometimes I get a little anxious when a game gives me two directions to go. Feeling like, well, is one of them like a direction that quickly leads to treasure and then quickly dead ends? So if I go the other way, I'll miss it. So then I kind of want to go both ways very briefly to see if one of them is a quick treasure-based dead end. Do these things shoot at me at all? No, you can't even get back to them. Okay. And I believe that none of these metal chests are mimics. If I'm not, Estus Flash Shard. Well, boy, I'm glad I got that. This must be a shortcut to lead back a different way, because there's no point in having a lever right there right for it, if you can just walk up to it and open it. So I would assume that this is a shortcut of some kind leading back. But before we go any further, let's go back up that ladder and see what we got. I knew there was an Estus Flash Shard in here. I believe that... Is that the last shard of the game? That may be the last shard of the game. Because I think you can only get up to 12 Estus shards, and I believe I'm at 11 now. Ah, this is where we could have come up and fought them melee style, along Captain Helmet. Where does that lead? Same place we just came from? Yes. Okay, so I guess you could have gone around that way, but you wouldn't have been able to come back in here. Interesting design. I'm really not sure what the point of that is. Seems it's not really hidden, but I don't know. It does seem a strange design. Okay, so it is a shortcut. Excellent. Central Drainlight Castle. Well, we obviously have to go back and use that Estus Flash Shard. You gotta do that. I find it fascinating how much emphasis and how important I feel these Estus Flash Shards are, and how important I feel like they increase my ability to get through the game. And yet, other than the very early portion of the game, I can't think of any time I've actually full-on run out of Estus. Of course, I use a lot of the gems, but still, when is the last time I ran out of Estus? Has it happened since maybe the first 3 or 4 hours of the game when you didn't really have any Estus? You only had like 2? I don't think it has it? It's been a long time since I ran out of Estus. So it seems strange then that I put so much emphasis on getting all the shards when it seems like ultimately I'm really not running out of them. So, you know, having 12 Estus flasks is completely and utterly useless if you never even use 8 of them. Does that make sense? It's the idea of thresholds. You know, if I have 100 Estus Flash shards, or let's say I have 100 Estus Flask uses is what I want to say. If I have 100 uses of my Estus Flask, but I never go beyond 10, then ultimately 90 of them are completely useless every single time. Let's see, nothing to repair. I keep forgetting that repair is only necessary if your item actually breaks, straight up breaks. Are we at the point now where... Yeah, we're at the point now where it's all Titanite chunks for the armor. Yes, okay. I want to save the chunks for the chest piece and leggings. However... Oh, the short bow is upgraded. I think we should keep upgrading the short bow first. Let's do the short bow before the armor, because I am using it quite a bit more than I'd anticipated. Let's buy some more arrows. Actually, how much would it cost to buy that much? 9,270 souls. Yeah, shoot, why not? Out of iron arrows. I wonder where I could get bigger, heavier arrows. And let's also take a look at our shield. What shield are we using? The Royal Kite Shield. Oh, shoot. Now that I think about it, I should have put those points into my... Well, I don't know. The bow or the shield, which one should I upgrade first? Actually, it's kind of a trade-off. I mean, how often do I really use my shield? I keep it on me all the time, but I rarely ever actually block with it.
Bye.
I mainly just put it on my back and two-hand it. So that's interesting. I know that she sells, whatever her name is right there, she sells... Ooh, interesting. Estus Flask at maximum strength. At least it tells you that. It doesn't just tell you that you don't have a shard. You go around running around looking for one. We need 5,000, approximately 5,800 more souls to level. Let's go ahead and see if we can get that. with a boss soul, preferably. Another dragon rider, like earlier, and it seems to give about the same, huh?
There.
As the first one we encountered, even though it's a double dragon rider. That will give us 4 damage. That'll give us 2. So obviously we're gonna go with that 4. 4 extra damage, I'll take it. I'll take that all day long and all night long. I like this cinnamon hibiscus tea because it has a stronger flavor than a lot of the other teas.
Or perhaps.
Why did I talk to her? That's completely useless. And then, oh, I should have saved some souls for. Let's do this. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this, but I just prefer to use these gems rather than waste my Estus and save my Estus for especially tough battles, particularly boss fights. And I love using the lowest form of life gem because it's, you know, it's the idea that it's cheap. It doesn't heal much, so if I'm not in any immediate trouble but I want to top off my health, it's a great option to go with. These are going to be the DLC. Have I decided whether I'm going to use the DLC yet? No, I haven't. I don't know. I would imagine no. I've already played through them. At this point, I feel more inclined to finish the game and move on to other things than to try to complete everything there is. If we naturally encounter some optional areas in the game, we'll go with that. We'll run with it. We'll just do it as I feel, as I'd like to. However, we're not gonna intentionally seek out optional areas of the game. Okay, so I did that whole run right there. I'm not sure the last pathway I took. Let's go up this thing, because I don't think I've done that yet. It feels good to have a 12 Estus flask, because now I don't even need to think about it anymore. It's like, if there are more shards to find, they won't do me any good. Wait, is that a ladder I could jump to right there? It's like a secret area? Let me test that by going back down. Although I think I do have to go back down. The secrets that you can find by jumping off elevators at specific points, I love the idea. I really do. However, the actual practice of doing it is not so solid because of the fairly bad jumping controls, the fairly bad platforming, I should say, not jumping controls, but the platforming is just not very good. I don't think I need what's in there, so maybe I can just ignore that. I don't think I need what's in there, do I? Is that a necessary item? Or I think the necessary item I need is a key in one of these treasure chests. Soul Vessel and Fire Seed. That Fire Seed would be very useful if I were a Pyro. Key to King's Passage, that's what I need. Alright, and we'll just roll out of here. That'll be that. And then we'll see if that is actually a secret area down here. Alright, I better not be drinking from my tea here because I won't have my hands available to hop off onto it. I think it was on the same side as the mirror, am I right? Oh shoot, there's more than one mirror. Where is it? You gotta know where it is ahead of time. I gotta know where it is, don't I? Interesting. Oh. Oh, okay, well, you could get up there anyway. Never mind, that's no big deal. Oh, this is the way I already went. Duh. Okay. Interesting that they give you the ladder route to it, but you can also just hop off the ladder, or hop off the elevator to get to it as well. Ah, the Mirror Knight. I was trying to think of what the boss was here. I couldn't think of it for a little bit there. Alluring Skull. Interesting choice putting Alluring Skull there. If anything, if they expect you to use Alluring Skulls here because this area is so difficult, I think it would have been better had they put like 3 or 4 Alluring Skulls there. There we go. I'm going to try to trigger them one at a time, but it seems like they aggro more than one at a time. I should really be using the better arrows for this. Yeah, this is a prime example of a really poorly designed area, and I think other people have pointed it out as well. I don't know what they really expect you to do here, other than get your butt kicked. I wonder if I could shoot him from this far away and do a significant amount of damage. Well, it did some. Gotta love that reduced frame rate because of the distance, which is a thing they did for the consoles. I've discussed it before, but they reduced the frame rate of characters in the distance, the rate at which they move. Or I don't know if it's the frame rate or just the animations, the number of animations they complete, but they did that for, obviously, for performance reasons on the consoles. Completely unnecessary on the PC, given that, you know, we're already pumping out 60 FPS with this game, easy, and then I can actually downsample from 4K, or yeah, from, not 4K, sorry, from 1440p, and still get a solid 60 with no drops. So, that means, I mean, my computer's massacring this game in terms of performance. We're beating this game out no problem. No matter what I do at the moment, it seems like I can't get the game to drop lower than 60. Like I said, even when basically downsampling is when you're rendering the game at a higher resolution than your monitor, and then you downsample to your monitor's resolution. So I was rendering at 1440p and then downsampling to 1080p. I can go ahead and finish him off this way. What's he drop for me? Titanite slab. Ooh, that's nice. Is that a pretty rare drop from here? You would think it would be. Any more of these guys pop up? Well hidden. Hidden in plain sight. A regular life gem of all things. Are you kidding me? You're not going to give me, you know, a more powerful life gem? Just the simplest, lowest level life gem you can think of? That's cheap. That is real cheap, man. I don't know what else to say to you. I used to be able to parry these guys. Let me try again here. There we go. At least one thing about the slow time before the riposte, one positive thing about it is you have plenty of time to heal or to transition to two-handing. Oh, look at that, another one. Soul of a Proud Knight and Twinkling Titanite. Yeah, as you get further in the game, they should really kind of overload you with upgrade materials. We discussed this before for two reasons. Number one, to make absolute certain that you have what you need to fully upgrade your main weapon. And secondly, to make sure you have everything you need to also upgrade another weapon, either to use as a secondary weapon or to use as an alternate because maybe you decided you didn't like the first weapon. Shoot. What I wanted was to put something here to use. Okay. Let's try that. That's not good. That's no good. That's no good. I'm almost dead and the fight's just started. Let's use some Radiant Gems. How about that? I forget what he does. Was that supposed to shoot something at me? Because it didn't look like it did anything. Oh, shoot. Oh, come on. He did not have his shield up. Not even close. That was not a shield up. Not by any stretch of the imagination. What does that do? I don't know what that does or is supposed to do. It doesn't appear to do anything. Oh, shoot. For some reason, I remember this guy seeming like he's tough. But right at the moment, he doesn't seem very tough. Maybe it's because I'm just fully upgraded and all that jazz. Hopefully it doesn't find anyone. It's bad that I'm hoping that, you know? It looks like it's the standard NPC character. Now we can take care of this guy really easily. There he goes. Okay. Good, he's gone. No problem there. I didn't need to do that final roll. That was a waste of stamina. Oh, shoot. Oh, man, he got me. You know what? I want to finish this boss off this time and not have a failure, so I'm going to reapply some lightning. Seems to be working okay. Woo! Uh-oh, uh-oh, no stamina. Oh, there we go. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have done that last one, but we did it. A little spammy at the end, but it worked. I think I picked the right one, lightning. Looking Glass Knight Soul. I think the fight's an interesting idea. I remember not liking it and thinking it was fairly tough early on, but now it seems like it's a pretty controlled fight. I like the more controlled bosses, not the wild ones that just go crazy and flail wildly. You guys know I hate those. That's no secret. Nothing I need here, although the bonfire set could be useful to get more Titanite chunks by resetting, I think, the first part of the Earthen Peak, maybe? Alright, let's head down. Yeah, I think it has done a lot. I think it's done quite a lot to get the to get my Elite Knight armor set so early and to get it upgraded. I think it's helping a lot more than I previously thought it would, or thought it had, in previous playthroughs. They used to have some sort of audio glitch with that battle up there, but it looks like it's been fixed now. Certain sounds during that battle would be ridiculously loud. Aha, they trick you into thinking it's a bonfire. Green Blossom. Not grass. People like to refer to it as stamina grass in Dark Souls. It's not stamina grass, it's actually a blossom. Demon Souls is the grass game. I wonder if you can break those. No. Okay. Shrine of Amana. Interestingly enough, I'm pretty darn sure Shrine of Amana has an Estus Flask shard, but we're not going to worry about that, obviously, because we're full on Estus Flask. We can't get more than 12. It would have been nice if there were a character in the game where maybe you could trade the shard for something really valuable, like a Titanite slab or 5 Titanite chunks, or, you know, just some sort of trade-off to where finding the shards would still be valuable. Do I have any more upgrade materials? Shoot. Darn it. There we go. I have 4 Titanite slabs, but I need chunks. Chunks is what I need. Or chunks are what I need. Let's see here. What? You don't sell chunks yet, lady? What's up with that? Looks like you're now up to unlimited large Titanite shards, which is, I guess, okay. But really what I need from you is chunks. Do you give me anything if I talk to you? No? Okay. Bye. What about you? Can I get anything? I'll purchase more things from you. No. I guess it's good enough she gave me the ring. Let me see here. Am I still wearing it? Oh, didn't mean to do that. I am still wearing it. Covetous Silver Serpent Ring +1, Chlorantha Ring +1, Ring of the Evil Eye +1, and Ring of Blades. Oh, that's how I'm healing. For a minute I thought, you know, it seems like I healed some of my health back there, but I'm not sure how. That's how. Okay. Should get, what, 2 levels off of this? Looks like. Now it goes back to 1, and that's 2 and 2. Okay. And with the rest of these, let's go ahead and buy up some life gems. 27, sounds good. Don't need any more human effigies, we got plenty of those. In fact, how many do we have? We have 34. Wow. Now 5 of them were dropped by an invader, so really we'd have 29, but still, that's pretty much 30. We pretty much would have 30 anyway. Because we ended up using one that after the invader killed us. So had it not been for that invader giving us them or killing us, we would have 30 right now. 30's a lot. 30's a lot to have on hand. Let's see. Nope, I'm done with... So I'm done with both Estus Flash Shards and Sublime Bone Dusts. That's a good feeling. You know what's not a good feeling? The Shrine of Amana. Oh boy, this is never a good feeling. Shrine of Amana. I'm going to try not to complain about it too much, but without any question, Shrine of Amana is quite possibly the worst designed level in any Souls game. If I had to choose my least favorite area, or the area I feel is most poorly designed, I would say without a doubt Shrine of Amana. I don't actually dislike the area itself so much as I feel like it's just from the standpoint of the challenge, the difficulty, really it's the enemies they put in it. If it weren't for the enemies they were putting in the level, it really wouldn't be that bad. But it is terrible because of the enemies they put in it. Nothing I needed up here, okay. So really, for this area, I would be entirely content just to basically run through it as quickly and simply as possible. There's no reason to stop and search and analyze for everything, because like I said, we've already maxed out our Estus Flash Shards. I don't think there's anything about this area that's going to change my mind about it going through it again during this revisited playthrough. I think I'm still going to absolutely hate this area. See, you see how I got hit once and I couldn't attempt to parry anything else? You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh my gosh, did I almost fall off the ledge? No, I didn't. Oh, shoot. Okay, now I'm in trouble. See, you don't got me in trouble trying to parry. I should just not parry and just play. Parrying is what gets me in trouble a lot. I just wasted 2 Estus Flasks and lost a little bit more health on top of that from trying to parry. These guys here are annoying and frustrating. Then you got the lady shooting you from 10 miles away, and they're all over the place, and sometimes in places where they're not easy to get to. The fact that you can fall off all over the place. I mean, I don't know. Where do you start with everything that's wrong with this area? And I think everyone knows that for the most part. I mean, who doesn't hate the Shrine of Amana? It's hated. And it's not hated the way Blighttown is hated in Dark Souls. I mean, some people like Blighttown. There are a lot of people that feel okay with Blighttown. But this area, I mean, people hate this because they truly hate it. They don't hate it because it's kind of like they think back nostalgically on it. They're just like, oh, I hate this area so much. It's so terrible. And that's really how I feel about it. And no one's going to change my mind. By the way, thank goodness for the PC version with the higher resolution, the better quality, because it's so much easier to see where it drops off. This is a case where the graphical quality actually makes a difference for gameplay purposes. In the original Dark Souls, this was also an issue, especially in areas like when you're fighting the Hydra. It was difficult to near impossible at times to tell exactly where it dropped off. But see here, I can easily tell on my monitor when I'm looking at it. Now that it gets, it gets recorded and then it gets compressed and then YouTube compresses it again, so it'll be a little less clear for you watching on YouTube. But in 1080p, 60 FPS on YouTube, you should also be able to easily see it. And I can see it even more easily than you can. So, you could say, well, the intent was to make it hard to see. Well, I don't necessarily know that was the intent, because they could have made it harder to see that didn't relate to the quality of the graphics or the resolution. And that's not what they did. They made it so that once you up the resolution and get good quality graphics out of the game, it's fairly easy to see that drop off. So I think that it really was an issue of the graphics in the game making that difficult. Yeah, see, I killed that guy easily with no damage taken when I wasn't trying to parry. I would sometimes use the shield that they have because it's very light and I think it has a fairly high physical block. I hear some noise. I think there's an enemy around here. Oh yeah, he's right there. I don't know if I need to go get him, but I will. Oh, clever, FromSoft. Very clever. Old Radiant Light Gem. I think they also dropped something that I once wanted to farm. I couldn't remember what it was, but I think I farmed something off them. I can't remember what it was, but I do believe I actually tried to farm something from them. Smooth and silky stone. What's this? A large soul of a proud knight. What if he, well, you know, I guess he was proud of himself. What if you're not proud of yourself? What do you do then? Okay, where's this guy? I hear him somewhere, but I don't see him. Oh, it's right there. Wow, I didn't see him at all. Thankfully, he totally missed me. The idiot. Feels so good, guys. You have no idea how good it feels to not have this stupid micro USB cable coming off this Xbox One controller, because it would sometimes get caught up on my headphone cord. And I believe very strongly in using headphone cords because there is a drop in quality when you go wireless, and it doesn't work for me. Well, it works, it's okay, but you know, that issue combined with the occasional, like if it would drop out, you know, if if there was a microwave being used or something like that, you know, it's just easier to go corded. You don't have to worry about batteries. Generally, I like wireless for as much as possible, but I'm okay going wired on the headphones. Twinkling Titanite and Smooth and Silky Stone. Also, the great thing about these Sennheiser Game, I think it's the Game 1 headphones, or Game 0, it's the one that's not leather. That's the softer one, because the leather ones just cause me to sweat too much. But the great thing about these headphones, as well as the quality and the microphone and everything, which I'm not using right now. I'm not using the microphone, that is that you plug in the headphone cord into the microphone itself, into the headphones, and then you plug it into the computer. And the reason that's important is, if anything happens to your cord, you don't have to buy a whole new set of headphones. You can just buy a new cord. You can also plug in a cord set that works with your PlayStation 4, or plug in one that works with your PC. So you can swap out different cords. That's a really, really good feature when you take into account that, you know, people have cats and gerbils and mice and things that might chew on the cords and destroy them, and I've had this happen before. And the last thing you want is for your pet to chew on a cord which literally costs like $10 if they're overcharging you to get a profit. And yet, because it's physically attached to the headphones, you have to buy a whole new set of headphones unless you know how to... Unless you know something about electronics and how to actually, you know, solder it in or whatever it requires. I don't know what it requires because I can't do it. What I'm saying is, it's a big relief that the cord isn't hardwired into it. I hate this area so much. I hate it so much. You guys have no idea. So far, so good, mostly. And then putting these guys in here with these other ladies that shoot you with these like homing missile type devices from so far away. Nah, no thank you. Do not want. I'm doing okay so far, but you know, that's so far. It looks like you should be able to climb up on that, but I guess you can't, huh? Maybe you can if you jump? Whatever, I don't care. I gotta stop bothering with that. Now, I know there are different items you can get around here. I'm not going to worry about those right now. All I'm going to do is just try to get through this area, get to the boss, and be done with this. Do not be lured by the sparkling little items. Just do what you got to do to survive. Fox. Survive. It's all about survival now. Let's try. Alright. Oh, and I also have to watch the ground here. I do have to angle the camera downward, though, to clearly see where the ground is. But as long as I angle it downward, it's pretty darn easy to see. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that guy. I totally forgot about that guy. I wonder if I can take him out from a distance. Whoops. That was a total miss. 200. That's pretty good. But I am using the iron arrows versus the little wooden ones. Oh, nice. Is he just going to turn around each time? That works for me. I'm perfectly fine with cheesing this encounter. Oops, that's a miss. I still feel like stamina regenerates too slowly, and that's with the Chloranthy Ring +1. I would like to get the Rose Shield or whatever it's called so that I can also use that, but whatever. Not gonna worry about it too much. I get it from one of the, I believe it's one of the old giant dreams or whatever they're called. When you go into the past by interacting with the dream. Felicia the Brave. Did I really want to summon her? Nah, I probably didn't need her. Whatever, I'll take her. Oh, hi there. Oh, shoot. I couldn't respond in time. Gotcha. Gotcha. Let's hide behind this thing. Staff of Amana. I bet you that's something a lot of people want from here, maybe, possibly. Maybe they farm this area for it. I don't know. I've never been much of a magic user myself. I dabble in magic in these games just because it's, you know, it's part of the game. Oh, shoot. There's the ledge. The problem is you have to tilt your camera downward to get a really good, clear view of where the drop-offs are. But if you tilt it downward, you can't see the stupid homing soul arrows coming at you. Or whatever they're called. I don't even know if that's what they're called. That's just what I call them. Okay, I gotta go rescue her. I don't want her dying. Oh, shoot. How's that for dodging? Got him. Okay. I remember that being worse than it was. I don't know why, but I do. I remember this one acts so weird. Who knows why? Maybe there's a reason. But then drops nothing. I don't know. Maybe there's some reason for that and I just don't remember what it is. Look at all those shiny items. Ignore. Move on. And I think that, yep, there's a bonfire. Nice that you don't actually have to sit at it to return to it, just light it up. Let's do this from a distance here so we don't... Oh, come on, Felicia, don't break your equipment. Oh, Felicia. Please tell me her equipment can't break. Maybe she has no durability. That would be good if she had no durability. And a little wooden arrow, and boom. Well, I've noticed that as I go longer into this playthrough, I don't have as much to say about the game. We've kind of covered most of the issues with the game. Thank goodness I have arrows here. Oh, it just shot Felicia right in the face. See, even if I dodge it, she might not. Let me see if I can get it to come all the way over here and then dodge it so it doesn't hit her. Okay. Is that... No. I think there is another one very close by, but it's right behind one of these pillars, so at first you don't see it. Yeah, right there. I'm trying to keep it away from Felicia. Oh, darn it, because she's not so good at dodging. Apparently I am. Yeah, this is one of those areas where you find out real quick that you pretty much really want some sort of good ranged attack, which basically is a bow at this point. What the heck is she doing? Oh, one of those things, okay. Like, is she going haywire? I just want to get through the area. That's all I want at this point. I don't even want any of the treasure. I don't even care about the treasure at this point. I know it might be Titanite chunks that I need, but whatevs. I like the weapon she has. It's a nice weapon. It's fun to use. It is a little, it feels a little slow though. Like if you miss, oh boy, it leaves you open. Wow, this area is a lot easier than I remember. It's probably because I'm a lot more familiar with it. And then she disappears. Bye-bye. Alright. I know I should have used these souls, but I didn't, so life goes on. Alright, how about lightning again? You know, water-based. Lightning does damage to water, maybe. We'll see. Here's the Demon of Song, or the Song of Demon. You know, you never know. Could be either way. It's obviously the Demon of Song. But what kind of songs, you know? Do they really talk about what kind of songs they are? I don't remember how to tackle this boss. 1, 2. Okay, just, you know, I forgot how many attacks it makes before it's safe to move in. 1, 2, is that how it works? Swipe? And then is that it? Uh-oh. Okay, yeah. So maybe that's it. Maybe it's a little easier than I remember. As long as you don't get hit by those attacks. Whew. But, oh boy, this thing hits hard. That's interesting the way it jumps up, because it jumps up quite a ways. And I can get in quite a few hits, 4 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. She's almost dead. It's almost dead. I've always thought of this thing as female for some reason, just because the other things around here that are singing are female as well. Although we really don't. Look at Felicia. Doesn't know when to hit it and when not to hit it. Oh, I tried. I shouldn't have tried that last one. That was bad on my part. And that's it, I guess. Wow. Way easy when you know what you're doing. Or I just got lucky. I don't know. One or the other. And the key to the embedded. We could go back to Drain Lake and unlock that, although I can't think of what value it is at the moment. Okay, I'm not seeing any ways out. Oh, there it is. You could make it a little more obvious. Put a torch by it or something. Okay, this is the way out. Alright. Just making sure I'm not returning to the way I came. I've done that before. You get turned around during boss fights. At least I do. Alright, are there any secret items around here or good treasures? Probably, but whatever. Let's just move on. I hate this area so much. I'll pass on whatever it has for me, even though I do need lots of Titanite chunks. I'll find some other way. With that, guys, we're just about done. Brings us to about 43 minutes. Still using Shadowplay to record, Audacity to record the audio, Shadowplay for the video at 1080p 60 FPS. Shadowplay can go above that, of course. I'm not downsampling right now. I'm not rendering in a higher resolution. Just because, you know, it's easier not to for me because I can play in borderless windowed mode. To get to borderless windowed mode, I use a program called full widescreen or full screen. Actually, you know what? I'll get the name of it and tell it to you later if I think of it. But hopefully there's a bonfire right there. Oh, I love ending at bonfires. It's perfect. Since we have another minute, well, no. Oh. This thing. I don't remember this thing ever happening before. Well, obviously we'll sit through this. But man, I don't remember this happening before. This is something they added. I'm not sure what to say or what difference it makes. I'm skipping the dialogue because that's really how we've handled most of this. I am actually reading that, by the way. I don't know how fast you guys can read. People have told me I read fast. I'm getting back into reading a lot as well, reading some books on nutrition, all that, which we talk about during my live stream. So if you'd like to know more about what I'm reading, nutrition, dietary stuff, fat, why we get fat, how not to be fat, all that stuff, just make sure to follow me on Twitch. We also talk about lots of game-related stuff, of course, the gaming industry, gaming news, and all that jazz. Some controversial topics like, pre-orders and censorship versus localization, the representation of minorities and women, whatever that means, in video games, and the like. I am Fox with Foxeo Plays. Subscribe here if you haven't already. Like the video, leave a comment. That really helps out a lot. I have a main channel called FoxeoGames. The link is in the description. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm really big into Twitter. I have a Facebook page for FoxeoGames, but I generally just post links to my videos and nothing else. If you want to know what's going on with me, what I'm doing, my thoughts, all that stuff, Twitter is where you should go. It's mostly game related. There's a few like general life things on there, and I also retweet pictures of interesting cosplay, mostly from Japan, but not exclusively. I'm Fox with Foxeo Plays, as I already said, and I will see you guys next time. Later, everybody.